What's in the background? The record on your right side, that's an Atlantic record, is it?
It's kind of like, I can see if I could mute. Shit.
Oh, shit.
See, this is, which one is this? This is like Aretha Franklin, I think.
Aretha Franklin.
These are unplayable records.
Yeah, just for the show. Nice.
This was my dad's house, and he was like a hoarder. He had a lot of these records all over the floor, and they're all scratched up and unplayable.
Yeah.
I figured like they could be art or something. I don't know.
Good intentions that you keep. Don't change the fact that you're a beast. Better than most, to say the least. Imperfect man-made masterpiece.
I don't really know how to write about anything except for whatever's going on in my life, I guess. So it's kind of like a diary.
Yeah.
During the writing, I guess like some of the worst stuff in my life started happening, but I still had to write something anyway, because I need to work, you know? If things were going really good, then it would have just been a really like happy, upbeat thing, I think.
The ones you love most, you upset. Haven't got forgiveness yet. 'Cause you're an angel, you're a demon.
Those two words, anarchist and gospel, they feel like being contrary. How did you come up with this title?
Gospel music is like religious, I guess, but it's also supposed to be uplifting. So I think for me, it's just anarchist gospel because it's not religious, but I still want it to be uplifting.
Can't sleep in the bed you made.
I don't mean it like very politically, I just mean like uplifting music for anybody, not, you don't have to like be in some kind of group or anything.
You're a demon.
Using the word anarchist or anarchy, that sounds very much like chaos and destruction.
That's like a silly way of describing it. Anarchy is love. Anarchy is about freedom. Like, I feel like oppressors want you to believe anarchy is chaos, but it can really just be as simple as all of us growing our own food and taking care of each other. It can be really good. It doesn't have to be bad. Letting other people be in control is more chaotic than you being in control.
Chaos can be a byproduct of anarchy.
At this point, I mean, it's probably better where you live, but where I live, I feel like it already is anarchy. We're just like still calling it democracy or whatever, but it's like, it's not. Here, it's like we just have cops killing people and we have people starving and we're having like a food shortage. Like, to me, it already is the chaotic thing that they say anarchy would be, except we're still pretending it's something else. But it's like, at this point, we might as well try something else. Like, most people are having a hard time just surviving and getting their basic needs met. So I don't really think anarchy could be any worse than that.
It's been a while since I've seen you smile, but now you come back again.
Well, let's talk about music. The album features also Baby Bitch. It's a Ween song.
Yeah.
What's your best memory of that song?
I first heard it in 1997. That whole album I've just been listening to, it feels like my whole life. Because at the time I was dealing with a breakup, I think I was like, this is a really good breakup song.
Baby, 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 bitch, for words I am at a loss. Baby, 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 bitch, I'm better now, please fuck off.
And then the one I did not know, because I'm probably living on the other side of the ocean, is the Van Hunt song, Hopeless. What a great song.
They say I'm hopeless. There's a penny with a hole in it.
That was from the 90s too. That came out in a movie soundtrack for Love and Basketball. But Dionne Farris, she sang the song, the original recording of it. And I just always loved that song.
And one of the guys you worked with on this album is called Jim James. We know him from My Morning Jacket. How did you get to know him?
I started a Downtown LA Food Not Bombs chapter, and Jim James, he volunteers with that group. And then one day I asked him if he wanted to sing on something, and he was like, yeah, hit me up.
So when I read your story, you've been through a very hard and difficult time with heroin and meth in Venice Beach, trying to recover in a facility in Compton. What's your worst memory from that era, from that period?
Probably just getting used to not eating and always kind of having like a sore body, and like kind of getting used to this weird constant pain and thinking it was normal and that it was I don't know, the way that I would feel all the time, I was just so used to it, and I just really thought the only way to get out of that feeling was to just get high again. But it was like, now that's the biggest thing I notice is like, if you just like eat food and sleep and stuff, you wouldn't be in physical pain all the time. That's not normal. Like you can do that to yourself for years, and then you forget, like, you don't have to feel that bad every day.
Tossing and turning in my lonely bed.
And just also just like operating on no food and water, and then always being paranoid and always having a headache, and then trying to, like, I don't know, the insanity with that, like just coming down from certain drugs and then still trying to kind of be amongst regular people, and then always feeling embarrassed and feeling like everybody knows, and like then also just having friends like notice like, you look like you lost 40 pounds, like just like looking crazy, just being crazy and looking crazy, and like just kind of just deteriorate. I don't know, everything was bad about it, really.
I got no fight. I got no fight. I got no.
Why did you want to write I Got No Fight?
I Got No Fight is just about that feeling like everything just sucks, and it's like sometimes I just don't feel like I have any energy to even, like, I just don't want to deal with even just waking up sometimes. Like, I don't even want to do it again. That feeling can come and go. So I just thought maybe there should be a song about it.
Do we have to consider that as some sort of leftover from your addiction period?
I've been sober for like over 10 years. I think it's just, but I've had depression issues my whole life before I ever did any drugs. So I don't even, because it's not even really a sadness. It's just that I don't feel enthusiastic about stuff. Like, I just don't see the point in stuff.
Sometimes the end's the only light I see. While live a life no longer serving me.
Like, sometimes I have a really good time and I feel like I'm enjoying being alive, but I feel like those days they're not as often as you'd like, and I feel like most days are really dull and boring. I want to be perfect and be like, I'm gonna go on a hike, and then I'm gonna drink some tea, and then I'm gonna journal. I wish that sounded like a great day to me, but it doesn't. It should, though. I wish I could be healthy and just enjoy things that are good for you, but I just get so bored.
Believing in magic can be tragic. I'm love's junkie, I'm love's addict. You'd be too if you ever had it. I've got a real bad head.
Is Anarchist Gospel another word for cathartic for you?
I don't know. I guess so. I don't know. I gotta think about it more. I don't know. I always loved gospel music because I like the uplifting aspect of it. So I think I just wanted a version that could work for atheists. I guess there's a lot of ways to interpret those two words together.
Well, I may say I've had enough.